This is just a video to explain how I put in my title pages, certificate pages, and how I organize my jobs within a deposition. So when I first get in and I hook up to my real time, the very first thing I do is I have different title pages. So for most depositions, I just write tight, and that stroke brings in this first page and this second page and this third page down to the word here at the end of the line, follows. So it pulls all that in. Now, and here, where you can see where the lettering's in yellow or orange or whatever it is, those are all fill-in fields. And so I might have the defendant's name in a couple places, or the witness's name is going to be in a couple of places. You know, like on my title page, it's going to be at the beginning of who the witness is, and it's going to be on my certificate of oath page. So if I just put that field in there and fill it in, it'll follow through to the rest of the jobs. And when I'm doing depositions, I keep them, if it's all in the same case, then it's all in the same file. So everywhere the date is appearing, this field is actually called, I think, I had it when I was doing real time, this was current date. Now that I'm working for other reporters, I named it actual date of hearing. And so that just gets filled in. Then I just go ahead and I write my job. And then when I get to the end, let's see, we'll search for the next deposition that's in here. How about circuit? We'll look for circuit. All right, so I'm going to hit F4 end and make a new page. And see, now I've gone at the end of the job. I didn't mention this. I just hit Cert, and or wave. I guess we have read or wave for deposition. So when it's wave, I just hit wave, and then this pops in. And again, see, the date is here. The witness's name, when I fill it in, which I won't do until I break the job apart, are there. And then this field is called current date. So that whenever you print this transcript out, it's always going to have today's date in there. Same thing on the certificate of reporter. This date down here at the bottom is always going to be this current date. And that'll automatically fill. So then I hit type again. And now it pops in this page. And look, all this information is already filled in because you did it on the first transcript. And again, I don't put the witnesses' names or the start or end times in until I break the job apart, because it's going to be a different witness and a different start and end time for each one. But the attorneys all pop in if there's something here, like I know that Miss Hodges was not present, so I need to put in via phone right in here. So I might have to do little things like that. But at least all the bulk of this information is in here. And then again, I get through the whole thing, and when I get right to the end, if you look at my notes here, if you can see them, if it's not too small, I hit wave. And I hit, for this one, it's actually Ralph wave, not my wave. I have different, of course, certificate pages for Ralph or whatever other reporters I'm working for. So in this case, I write Ralph wave, and it pops in, deposition into that. So that job end time, it's going to reflect the same thing that's on the title page. So that's just going to pop in automatically when you fill this in or the other one in. That field is just going to auto-populate. And then I come down here. So I just leave it in, and that way when they're all scoped together, all this information is put in automatically. That means, say you do 6 deposition witnesses. With the exclusion of putting in the name and the start and end time, if you had 6 witnesses, that would mean 6 times 6, 42, or whatever that is, 36 pages of your transcript are already done, because you did them on the first one. I hope that I just made sense. 36 pages would already be done. and that will significantly increase your production, and your nerves, and you don't have to keep on doing this monotonous, the date, the time, the place that it was, who the attorneys were. And this is incredibly easy to do, and we can get you up and going on this. I just wanted to show you how I set it up because it would be impossible to really explain this by phone.